9:12 a.m. August 16th, year 2023. The trashman came, says Fancy and had time to bring in the trash can. The trashman came on Tuesday like they should. But lately that's not the case. Sometimes they come on Wednesdays, sometimes they come on Thursdays, or they don't come at all. It's because they're having not much people. Like the post office, some of them are closing up. McDonald's are closing up. Some Burger Kings are closing up. Some McDonald's is closing up. Some Walmarts are closing up because it's getting close to the end times and the digital dollar age and nobody's shopping and everybody going online. They're losing business and all this. All this is going to go into play, God says. And you can't hide anywhere. We got cameras on top of traffic lights, on top of poles, a 360 video camera, outside, inside the stores everywhere, in restaurants, in fast food places. But now people are adjusted to it. They look at it and they don't pay no mind to it. They've adjusted. But in the end times, if they don't get saved and they're stuck here and the rapture happens, rapture means taken up, they're going to wish they would have thought about those cameras more better than that. Because as God says, when it gets closer to come back, knowledge is going to increase. Children will get smarter way earlier than ever before. All things automatic. Mankind can't hide anywhere. Mankind learns to fly like the birds. Wars and rumors of wars. One world government, a cashless planet Earth. You can't tell the seasons. Earthquakes in places never heard of before. And most of the government UFOs are government UFOs. But the others are Lucifer, the devil, and the fallen angels that they think are aliens. This whole world needs to get safer. It's too late. Elon Musk has got all these Wi-Fi wireless satellites up and running. And there's going to be a worldwide event. People will be able to see everywhere. Everything's sitting in motion. God's setting his plan up. Oh, there's a guy. He likes to exercise. That's good that he does. I pray he gets saved if he's not saved yet. This whole world needs saving. NASA International Space Station, folks in outer space. So humans, and those in stealthy space stations. if I got it right this time. Nope, that's not it. I don't know how. I know I goofed somewhere. Where did I goof? I should have watched my bearings is what I should have did. I might have to solve it the way I normally would solve it. Okay. Solve it the way I normally solve it. Where is the yellow? There. Now let's put the yellow where it needs to go. There, and let's go right there. Now find the blue, yellow and blue. Oh, there it is. Now, put that where it needs to go. Pattern. Everything has pattern. Knowledge is going to increase. There's children that are 3-year-olds, a girl that's 3-year-old who could solve the Rubik's Cube. Knowledge is going to increase. Man can't hide anywhere. We got cameras, we got web cameras, we got earth cameras, we got video cameras, we got cell phones, smartphones, TVs with cameras. Well, you get the idea. Man can't hide anywhere. Mankind learned to fly like the birds. We got something that's like a parachute, but it glides, but it looks like the wings of a bird. Mankind learned to fly like the birds. And this one guy invented something out of Flash Gordon, where they have wings like birds, but in this case it has a jet propulsion in it. And then Iron Man, a real Iron Man suit flying all around. People made Iron Man suits. And one of the guys on Mythbusters learned how to fly one with the help from the guy that invented it, if I ain't mistaken. He got practice on it. And when he got good, he could do it without it. You can't tell the seasons. I've got recorded where it's thunder and lightning and you expect it to be rain. Instead, you guessed it, it's snowing. You can't tell the seasons. On top of that, Christmas was the only time you get a globe with snow in it. From the 70s to the 80s and probably the 50s and 40s and on down. And now, in the year from 2010, 2011 on up, this is the year 2023, you can get a snow globe for Halloween. And you can get one for Christmas. You can get one, I think, for Easter. You can't tell the seasons. One world government. Capital One. Google One. YouTube One. One world government. Do you see how it's all sitting into play? Bob Scopo thought of Capital One. KTM motocross biker, church friend, illusionist magician, born-again Christian, Bob Scopo friend since 1980s on up. Church member, let's see. And Good News was founded in 1972. Pastor Dallas Angelou was the founding pastor, then Pastor Ward Mac Palmer, then Pastor Walter Coles, and now we have Pastor Mike Asher with his wife Renee and their 11 children that God provided for them. If I remember right, I think they said they lost 2 of them, but they're in heaven. And as Pastor Asher says, when the children or little and not understanding, they become adults in heaven when they die. Anyway, even if they're in the womb. The Anyway, God provided them with 11 more children, and they survived. And youth director Mark Taylor, born again Christian, said, "Wow, enough to play a game of football." Mark Taylor is cool. He's a joker and fun, classy clown and fun. Youth director Patty Taylor. We saw Patty Taylor at Chesapeake Walmart. She got our attention. Hi. Oh, hi, Patty Taylor. And I said, yeah, hi, Patty. I was wearing my Good News Baptist Church hat. Patty was wearing a tie-dye shirt. My nephew William, and my niece Bobby, and my niece Tony, and my nephew Eugene, we got a kick out of that. They like tie-dye shirts. Let's see, oh, my sister Cheryl, she likes tie-dye shirts too. I think Stacy too, but I'm not positive. I know she likes dolphins. My sister Stacy likes dolphins. My sister Cheryl likes unicorns. Alright, there's that. I'm sitting there rambling, but it's good to ramble. That's right. That's not right. Let's see. Just remember, even if one's right, doesn't mean all of them are right. You gotta find it where two's right, either vertically or diagonally. That's right. Nope. Okay, vertically. These two gotta switch. So it's once, twice. And then you look for patterns. Okay. Alright, now I look for one that's done or partly done. Oh, it's that pattern. I could do it this way, but I think I'll do it this way. There. Well, I know what I'm doing. It's just being funny right now. Nope, that's not it. Where did it go? I don't know how I did that trick. Let me put it back in there. No, that's not the right one. No, there it is. Now I see where I'm going wrong. Okay. Now, this thing should have been solved. It just made a wrong turn. I was supposed to make a left instead of a right. Well, there. I had that problem before. I'm going to try it again. Use that whole thing. Okay, try it again. This goes this way. This comes up this way on the left. Then I go over to the right. See, this is how... No, I'm sitting there rambling again, not paying attention when I'm doing. I had it. Why is it being funny on me? There. Just made a wrong turn. I keep doing that. Alright. Let me try this again. This way. This way. This way. This way. Alright. Okay, that came out right. Alright. This way. This way. this way. I think I did it right. And this way, 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 this way. I don't know why it don't work when I try to do it. Anyway, try it again. If you don't first succeed, try again. This way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, that came out right. I don't know why it didn't work that other time. Alright, try it again. Think, Bill. This way, this way, this way. Then go this way, this way, this way. Then come over here. Alright. Then, and Jim Brunner, so you can come up with your own ways of doing it. And I came across a way on the left side based on the right side, but can't remember how I did that. But then as he's saying you can make up any pattern you want, as long as you just you come out with it's solved rather. Anyway, you can. Let me use the same pattern he does. They're yellow and green. That's why Ron and Petty used the yellow and green. Alright. I didn't realize that until after looking at the video again. Did he use the same pattern? Alright. Trying to think. That's when Steam Brothers said, well, you can do this too. I did it right. Yeah, I did it right. Now, let's try it when it's mixed. Whoops, wrong way. See. Yeah. It's amazing what the brain can store. God made the brain. God made everything. And when if you look at the human body, there's a cross in it. That represent all along that Jesus died and shed his blood on the cross. God had to let Jesus, God himself, to come in human form as baby Jesus to die on the cross, to shed his clean blood, to die for all of mankind. That means men and women. And men and women, not gay and lesbians. Anyway, because God made Adam and Eve. A man, he took a rib from Adam, and Adam said, since this is flesh of my flesh and bone of my bone, a rib, I will call her woman. See? Man, woman. So now, then God created man after his own image, mankind. He made man, breathed life into him, and took a rib out of Adam to make a helpmeet, make woman, Adam and Eve. Anyway, that's the way God wanted it. A man and a woman.
not a guy and a guy or a lady and a lady. It's a man and woman. God has it in motion. We're seeing the forerunner of the mark of the beast, 666. What is that? 666. I think I said that. Mark of the beast, 666. It's it means the Antichrist, the devil, Lucifer, the dragon, and the fallen angels. Someone calculated that all those barcodes all equal up to those 3 6s. Because eventually, people that are left on this earth that didn't get saved, and they had their chances, millions and millions of chances, it'll be too late. Now the ones, there's going to be a time where there's going to be like a peace for a while, and of course there's going to be more people being born, but they didn't know about Jesus and all that stuff. But Jesus is going to give them the opportunity to get saved. And there's still going to be some that's going to reject and some that's going to not reject him. God knows it all, but he wants all to be saved, and he ain't going to get excluded. The ones that had their chance, and then when the rapture happens, it's too late for them. But later on, after the rapture, raptura means taken up. The dead in Christ will rise first. Us that's alive on earth will be followed up next. Anyway, and we'll get a new body. Anyway. And our names in the book of life. We will get rewards from what all we did. I mean, as long as we tried our best. And we get wood and hay stable, or I forgot what the other thing is. But anyway, we're going to take all these awards and put it in front of Jesus' feet of what we done. But on earth, we don't go by how many points or anything. We just try to win them to Jesus. There's no, like, trying to win a trophy or anything. We're trying to win them to Jesus. And God knows the person's heart of how much he cared to win souls, and he'll give the rewards exactly how he knows that person should get to lay at his feet, at God's feet. Well, you get the idea. There's one lady at Vacation Bible School, Mr. and Mrs. Blanford's ones over by the fire department area over there in Portsmouth. They helped out in that. They had a clean green plastic trash can that they only used to put punch in. They mixed up a kind of fruit punch and all that in there. And we had cookies and all that stuff, and play games, make arts and crafts, but have Bible lessons. Anyway, Stacy said after she explained about heaven, Stacy said, I want to go there now. I said, yeah, she painted a good picture, don't she? I'm sure Cheryl also. That was like 70s and 80s information. Bob says, all right, what year it was it, Bill? You got to ask Roy and Jeff or anyone. You don't know what time zone Bill was talking about. We're talking about now. year 2023, he could be talking about 1970s, 1980s, or 1950s, 1940s. Although, you were born in what, Bill? I was born in 1965. My birthday is June 10th, 1965. My real name is Bill Green, but I got adopted my uncle Marcel Franklin Page Jr. and Aunt Charlotte Darlene Page. Her name used to be Green. One of her brothers is Bill Green, which I'm named after my real dad, Bill Green. I know I've probably done lost you all right now, but anyway. I was born in Lancaster, Ohio. Fairfield County, 431, I forgot, 431030 or something like that. Anyway, 40, I can't remember now, something Bar Drive, Forest 77 Bar Drive, 347 Bar Drive, I'm not quite awake, I can't think right now. Something Bar Drive, Fairfield County, Lancaster, Ohio. My brother, I'm the oldest, and there's Bobby Green, then Chucky Green, then Jimmy Green, and then my sister Cynthia Green. She's named after Grandma Green. Grandma Green's last name is Cynthia Flowers. She married a guy named William Tedrow Green, Sr. Anyway. I'm sitting there rambling, not paying attention to what I'm doing. I pray every day for everybody on planet Earth to get saved, and including all my family tree and friends and internet friends. If they ain't saved, they get saved. See, this way, I'm trying to think. The imagination solve. Imagination solve is, see, 20 moves away, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me try that other one. Oh, I forgot. Anyway. And Steve Bronner said, practice this spin. He does it much better than I can do it. And he says something to like how you roll a coin in your hand. You could do something like that. But I call this the Spider-Man maneuver. He calls it rock on, but I call it Spider-Man maneuver. Whenever I see someone do that, I say, oh, they're doing the Spider-Man maneuver. Stan Lee created Spider-Man. He saw a fly on a ceiling and it's sticking, and he thought about Superfly and some other kind, and then he thought of Spider-Man, and then used the storyline of a spider bite, which is interesting. My nephew William, part of his Xbox 360 video game name was Spider Bite. I can't remember the rest of it though. I was telling William that, and William said, "Yeah, you're right. How'd you remember that?" I said, "I remember certain things." Do, do, do. In other words, I jarred William's memory. My nephew William. Eugene got real far in Night Trap. I was like, "You get to go to CD too. Cool, I get to get to CD too." Yeah, me, Matt, and everyone, Dave Duncan, Tommy, and probably Michael Klein if he played it. We were rocking our brands. Commander Sims would say, "Stick to your video game, kids. Breaking contact," and then you'd see a picture of him disconnecting the cord or breaking it, and then Matt Gelly goes, "Oh, let me get back in the game." "Matt, I thought I wouldn't get to you." He said, "Give me a honey bun. Let me eat this honey bun while I'm trying to fight, fight all the ogs." Uh, you gotta watch out for the color codes. Look up Night Trap. It's a live action. Dana Plateau that on Different Strokes as Kimberly is in there as Kelly. He's got to fight all these Augs that are half vampires, and then you got the parents vampires and their two sons that are vampires, two teenage sons. The blonde-haired vampire looks like like Zach from Saved by the Bell TV series. It's probably not him, but it kind of looks like him. And the other guy with the black hair reminds me of Willie on the Hogan Family. Hogan TV Family. That had Sandy Duncan in it. Before that, it was the Harper family, but she left the show and then later on passed away. But one thing did happen, but she was hoping, is that Jason Bateman, that plays David, would stop mainly having a script for girls all the time, to find some buddies, and Bert and the blonde-haired guy I can't think of, they end up being a team. So that's one thing that she wanted, and before she died, hopefully she got to see that, and hopefully she was saved. If not, she's in a terrible place right now, where the worm diet not wailing and gnashing of teeth. You can't see past your face, and anything you crave, you'll be craving it, whatever your bad habits are. That's why it's important to get saved, so you can go to heaven and be at peace. As Assistant Pastor Marcy Diller says, that when you go to heaven, God will erase your memory of all the people you could have witnessed to, because there's nothing but positive in heaven, no negative. So the people that you could have got saved, you won't remember them, because they won't be in your memory, because you're in heaven and everything is peaceful. But the people that got saved, you'll be able to remember, because they'll be there and you'll be able to talk. It's like Pastor Asher said, "I'd like to talk to this disciple or that disciple." And you can even go into a log and watch a video of what happened in that Bible time, and you could stop it and say, "Hey," and you come to that that disciple say, hey, what were you thinking at that moment in time when that happened? When, hey, David, when you fought Goliath, what was going through your mind at that moment right there? It's going to be a fun time. Ben and Henry, Spanish kids, Bob always had Tic Tacs with him, and if he didn't have it on him, Bill, go in my car. There's a fruit kind. Go get it. Oh, okay. All right, here you go, Ben and Henry. Oh, cool. I like your camera, Bill. Oh, it's got night vision? Yeah, it's got night vision plus, too. Yeah. When I was at Nauticus, there were some military guys, and they said when Cuthbert made the statue would disappear, all we'd have to do is turn on our night vision, and we'd see how it was done. I said, yeah, you're right. You turn night into day, you would see exactly what's going on. Even David Copperfield says, nobody meant to. See, Copperfield and other magicians, they read people's comments, because he says on the commentary DVD that I got straight from his show when he used to appear at Christ Hall in Norfolk, Virginia. Anyway, I talked to this one guy, and he showed me where it was, and Joni's Finney showed me where the tour guide pamphlet was. She's a born again Christian. She's in heaven at peace now. But Copper's a Christian too. I think that's cool. And so is Andre Cole. Andre Cole is now in heaven, and he's with his wife. He buried his wife in a bevel base. Now that's a original bevel base table. Anyway, okay, I'm trying to think. Oh, this ideas. Andre Cole's out of 7 ways to make the moon disappear, and he's excited that David's going to breathe life into his illusion and make it a reality. Copper even has an idea to make an island disappear. And he's make a girl's face appear on Mount Trashmore. And Peter Graves says, you guessed it, Claudia Schiffer's face on Mount Rushmore. Straighten the leaning Tower of Pisa, stuff like that. Anyway, see, I have to go talk, and I'm trying to think. Anyway, as there, earthquakes in places never heard of before. Then I hear on the news, this guy says, that's strange. We never had an earthquake over in that way before. And I'm thinking, he should read Revelations, as every pastor says. Revelation means unveiling. Even Mac Ward Palmer said that. Revelation means unveiling. And it's just his idea. Don't know if it's fact, he said. Ward Mac Palmer said, the fiery pit could be a black hole somewhere, and lasers and creatures stingers stinging them. It could be helicopters with lasers. I mean, anything's possible. I mean, Hal Lindsey has an idea of a special helicopter that looks like locusts. They might be equipped with lasers. You never know. And we get enough satellites to do a realistic hologram. We got this one called photo hologram that people are now using. We're in the Jetsons age. Even Bob Schofield said, yep, just like the Jetsons, projectors and all that stuff. And then the TV is not the TV anymore. It's just there to project the image of someone in the living room, like a hologram that looks like they're there and they're not. It looks like a whole music band or a David Copperfield show right in your own living room, but it's not. It's a hologram. It's a photo hologram. Something out of the Jetsons and the holodeck of Star Trek. Next generation, well, you get the idea. I said to Mike Rock, it could be like a hologram. And he said, yeah, it could be, Bill, but we don't know for sure. And Tommy said, well, I think it's the solid creatures that come out of the pit, like it says. Yeah, that's true, too. Either way, it says an image. People see this image. Anyway, and creatures come out of the pit and fly all around. Maybe it's a combination of both, of solid objects, creatures, and holograms in the sky. Thought it interesting that the new V, they did a hologram in the sky. Someone must have read Revelations and other parts of the Bible. Okay, I'm going to try my mix if I remember how I did it. It's this. I start out like, I'm trying to remember how I did it. I start out this way. And then do it again. No, that's not it. I came out wrong. I had it memorized, but then I learned all the newer things from Stephen Brundage that now I forgot my idea. I should have did my idea first, get it on camera, in case I would have forgot. Oh well. Back to the old drawing board. I know it has to do with the left, and it had to do with something similar. And I keep coming back with that. Okay, put it like this. These two got to get solved. So that now, no, then that leaves that like that. Okay, then let me just do the bottom part first. I know it ain't gonna come out right with the pattern because certain parts not right. See that? See, the pattern's not coming out right because these are not in the right order. That's why. That's why it's important to get top and get a color line and work the corners and then get the middles in so that the patterns will show up right. Well, I'm going to have to switch these around. Nope, that's not the right one. Goes over here. Then this comes over here. I hear a dove. It's around there somewhere. Now that I got the top, color line, middle, done, color line. Now the patterns will be right because all the colors on the bottom where it should go will be in the color line position. Okay, one that's done. Let me see. That's going to go there, that's going to go there, so that's going to, so I just need to go this way. Yeah, that's the shortcut. I'll worry about that pattern later on because I had it down pat. Because I had it where it's like when you do this and go, then go. Then I was thinking, well, I could do something similar with this. I could go pause and then go. And then, hey, I did it. Okay, and I got that on camera. And you just, that was my idea. And then when I watched the video again, it jarred my memory, as Stephen Brundage said, and you can come up with your own ideas. And then he added in the mix of the pattern. But when he says that he'll have it up there, including the R2, but even when it's up there, and when he's saying R2, I kept wondering why it doesn't work. Then I thought, well, I've made typos where I say one thing, I mean another. Copper's done the same thing. Everyone does it, except Jesus Christ, Lord Savior God, because He's perfect and all-knowing and all-powerful. He knows all. He knew what we were going to look like before we even were born. He knows how many hairs we have on our head. Anyway, and he knew what families we were going to be in, and he knew what was best for us.